What's up, Solicited Nation? It's your girl, Nikki, and I'm back with another Unsolicited Truth Reaction. Hello, if you're new, welcome back if you're not. If you enjoy the content, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below so we can keep this party going. And please, guys, continue to watch the ads and continue to hit the thanks button because it really does help me continue to do this for you guys full time. Now, with that being said, I got another Ezee x Natalie reaction coming at you. Why we can't live together. I assume that this is a continuation of their home journey. I am grateful that they are sharing this with us. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
So unfortunately, we did not get our dream house. What's up, Ezee gang?
Sometimes it ain't about the first one you like. You know what I'm saying? It's about the third and the fourth and the fifth one. The one is for them if they gonna get it.
You like that? I was orchestrating. Wow. You like that? Yeah, you should give me the memo. I'm gonna follow it. What's up, Ezee gang? Gang. When I do
You're
that,
not really great.
come on, I'm actually really good. I did go. Gang. No, it's not over yet.
Yeah,
It's not over. I was
has
in
to be separated.
first and foremost. Anyway,
Technical
Ezee
difficulties.
gang, what up? I know it's after Christmas. We're still in the holiday spirit
I feel
because we
you.
didn't really get to wear all of our Christmas stuff. So we're like, you know what? It's still Christmas over here. You feel me?
Our post-Christmas
Our
outfits.
post-Christmas. That's what it is. Okay, Ezee gang. I know by the title you guys are reading, what it says. You know what I'm saying? I know we seem kind of like happy because we're trying to keep our spirits up. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, we did not get the dream house or the house of our dreams or the house that you guys seen pretty much. I wouldn't say, is it a dream house? It was just like it was a really nice ass house.
It was a nice house.
Huge.
It was a
It was
dream.
huge.
It was a nice house, but I wouldn't call it a dream house because a dream house means that both of you have everything that you both want. And Natalie wanted a pool. It didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? And so there was some give and take. You know what I'm saying? They did think that they would also wanted to, like, they would have to upgrade the kitchen. I think something about one of the bathrooms or something like. So there were some gives and takes. So I wouldn't call it a dream house. It was a really, really nice house though. And I'm sure they would have been happy and excited to get it on the first go round, but it don't always work out like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't always work out like that. But that doesn't mean that what isn't meant for you isn't meant for you. You see what I'm saying? Or what is meant for you, you know what I'm trying to say. What's meant for you, you're gonna get it.
Hey, obviously, there's levels to this, but
Yeah.
that was definitely our dream house for right now.
Yeah.
And it just sucks, man. Like, I was really, really looking forward to it. And it honestly took a while for us to even get approved or denied. It was like a whole waiting game.
Super
and
waiting game.
I don't know. I'm just very disappointed. And we're ready, guys. Like, we're so
know.
ready
Yeah.
to get into a house together so we can bring you guys even better content.
Man.
Because when we're actually living together, it's like, oh my God, we're going to be able to film so
It's gonna be crazy. The prank, everything's gonna be different. Everything is gonna be different. That definitely changes things. Even though, like I said, we know that Ezee spends a lot of her time, most of her time, over at Natalie's house right now. Anyway, it's different when you know you do not have someplace else to go home to. When you know that this is it. Once you in, you in. If you out, you out. Ain't no back and forth. That right there, that changes things. It changes the dynamic. Believe it or not, it changes things. It changes the level of responsibility that you have towards that person in your relationship. It changes things.
much easier and even have like a great environment to film videos for you guys in.
Create
It's just
a studio inside of their place.
Oh, baby.
Natalie, see, now here's the thing. Now this is deep though. This is deep. If look at Natalie. Natalie is sincerely disappointed. I don't know if it's as much about, and this is just me being an Aquarius and reading too deep into, her body language, or actually that's just me. That ain't got shit to do with being an Aquarius. I love, body language. I love reading people and discerning people. And based on her body language, I would say that she is disappointed that they didn't get the house in general, but more specifically, I feel like Natalie is disappointed that she's been so ready for this next step for her and Ezee to live together and to just start to create and build like a real family. You know what I'm saying? She sees her sister got that, her brother has that, you know what I'm saying? And I think that Natalie being a late bloomer and, to her relationship, I think that she's on go mode. Like, she knows what she wants, and she knows that she wants it with Ezee. Ezee, being responsible and respectful though, because this is a brand new journey to Natalie, has been keeping the pace of their relationship very slow You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's a good thing. I think that's a great thing. But I do think that they're both ready to move now. And Natalie was really like, she was like chomping at the bit. She could see that, oh, okay, this is the next level of my dream of our relationship being realized, which is moving in together and really starting to build that family. And then for this to be this rug kind of, this rug, so to speak, being snatched out from under her, she feels like she's kind of like taking another 10 steps back. And I feel like her disappointment, just like I said, that's a long-winded way of me saying, I feel like her disappointment is more about not getting to live with Ezee as soon as she thought that she might, as opposed to just losing the house. You know, I said in general, I think she is disappointed because it was a nice house, but I also think it's more specifically about the fact that she's really anxious and ready to live with Ezee. And then this just means that there's more time that's coming between her and Ezee recognizing that new phase in their relationship.
It's disappointing.
Oh, baby. It's super disappointing for me. See, I was trying to keep my spirits up, my baby. You know, I'll be strong for you, baby. But it is tough because as you guys know from that video, if you haven't seen it, make sure you guys check it out. But we were house hunting, and we've been house hunting. It was just this one particular we were super excited about, and we actually applied, and I feel like our credit was good. Everything was like good on the back end. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, yo, why are we playing this waiting game? You know, I have been waiting for a house for so long and applying for houses for years. And it's like, yo, we're so excited about a house. And to apply for this one and not even hear nothing back, it was just like, yo,
they didn't hear
what's
anything
going
back.
on? Like nothing, not hearing any word. And you have to think about it too. I want to break it down to you guys so you guys kind of understand. When you're applying to get a house, you have your realtor, you know what I'm saying, that you're going through to help you search your houses. I mean, you could do it on your own, but you get a realtor, you know what I'm saying, they'll help you.
Yeah, it's easier. It's just
then you have the real estate agent of whatever house they are trying to, I guess, sell or lease or rent out to a tenant, which is us. Then with that, you have also to have the owners, if that makes sense. You know, I'm pretty sure it all makes sense to you guys.
Levels.
If not, you can break that down and tell them like what the process was of literally going through just that with her. You know what I'm saying?
Just going through that process is crazy because not only do you have to like find your realtor and stuff,
and what's crazy is this is all just for them to rent a property. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I feel like at this point, I know they need the space for it, and it really is wasteful to get an apartment in LA. It really is. But I would say that with all the efforts that they're putting into just looking for a rental house, at this point, in my opinion, unless they're doing like they're looking for a rent to buy situation, like rent to own situation, I feel like they got one or two roads to pick. At this point, they either need to say, F the renting a house, we're putting all this effort into it, we might as well just buy the house that we want, or they need to just bite the bullet and rent an apartment if they're just trying to see if they're going to be able to, you know, navigate living together. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that they said that they weren't ready to buy a house, but I'm like, you know, at this point, I'm just, you know, I feel like they're putting a lot of gas behind this only for it to not go anywhere. And it's almost more difficult to get approved for renting than it is for just buying a damn house outright. Like, I feel like, I don't know. And it's their journey, obviously, but I would definitely, that's something they have to decide. Is it going to be even worth getting a rental house versus if you're already putting all the effort into it, just buy the shit. Just buy it.
With this realtor, when she was just looking for a house.
Wait, are you talking about Jordan or are you talking about the one before?
Oh, well, she's had two realtors.
Yeah.
So right now, basically what I'm trying to say is she had been looking for a house for herself for a very long time. And then when we decided to get a house together, you know, she introduced me to Jordan, and now he's looking for both of us and for like what we both want and need.
Yeah.
And basically, like, you know, Jordan shows us his house. We go, you guys saw it. I mean, if you haven't seen it, go watch our video because the house is magnificent.
It is a gorgeous house.
It's a real dream for us. You
Bro,
know?
imagine us, the Ezee gang in that house, bro. Y'all can imagine all of us in the house. Y'all will be in there with us. But keep going, baby. Tell them about the process of this girl.
Well, basically, so, you know, Jordan applies for the house for us. Once we see it, we're like, oh my gosh, like we want it, you know, it was a great location, just everything, right?
And they were excited about it. I remember.
He didn't hear back and was blowing up the other realtor, for the home.
The agent, yeah.
Over and over and over
That's
again.
crazy.
And just so much time went by and we just kept asking like, God, like Jordan, like what's going on? And he's like, I don't know. Like I've never experienced this before. The lady won't even respond.
Yeah.
Like we ended up going to her Instagram. We found her Instagram.
I went to her Instagram. You know, us girls, us women, we're stalkers. So I remember
Right.
What is she doing?
What are you
She's
doing?
making posts about stuff that don't even matter. Like she's doing stuff.
Not making posts about stuff that don't even matter. Girl, clearly you have your phone in your hand. You on Instagram. Answer our realtor back. They went whole stalker mode. Welcome to the Solicit Nation. We are creeps over here. They went full creep mode. I ain't mad at it though.
You posted up, huh? You posted
They really
up.
wanted that house.
That's what you're doing while we're trying to get the house.
Plus, I know a huge selling point for Ezee being the frugal person that she is was the selling point. It did sound like they didn't share what the price was, but Ezee sounded really excited about the fact that they were getting a lot of house for a very, very manageable amount of money. It sounded like, you know what I'm saying?
Our realtor.
And it's not even her house. I feel like it's messed up that you're ignoring us. It's not even your house. It's the owner's house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's crazy the fact that Jordan said that she was super cool. Our realtor said she was super cool before we even seen the house and she was being responsive, but she was out of town in and out.
So pretty much once she finally responded,
she did respond.
She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was out of town, and I'm also waiting on." Just so you know, I submitted the submission. What is it called?
The application.
I submitted the application, but which she never told us. She could have at least told us that she did that when we were blowing her up forever ago. Basically, she was like, "Yeah, the owners of the house haven't responded yet." So let me go even more time
without
anything
anything
for the owners of the house to respond.
Right.
Then we start looking into the house a little bit more, and we're like, "Dang, the house has been on the market since."
February. Literally, I went on her Instagram. I stalked her. She posted the house in February, and I'm like, wait, hold up. Usually,
February
houses
of
that go on
2021, a house that nice in LA for apparently, and it sounded like the price. It sounded like they had to drop. Maybe that they had to drop the price on it because Ezee did say it was a lot of house for a manageable, a really, really good price. So that means that they had to drop that price for real. I wonder what the hell is this. Yeah, let me let them finish.
The market, they go quick, especially now because everybody's trying to buy a house or rent a house.
Nice houses, and especially at that price range,
it was
like the price was pretty good. So it's I started thinking like, is this a scam?
Yeah.
Like, did we get scammed? So we were even asking Jordan that. We're like, did we get scammed? Like, I mean, what could they really scam us out of? Like, just the application fee.
But imagine how many applications they can get. That's what I was thinking.
But the application fee is literally $30, guys. I'm like,
I know some application fees be like $50, $100, something like they be crazy sometimes. But $30, that to me, that wouldn't even be worth the whole. That's not even worth the scam. Like Ezee said, it depends. I mean, they could get a whole bunch of people. Let me see something. Let's say that they get I don't know, like a couple hundred inquiries in a month, right? I don't know what the average inquiries are for houses in LA, on a monthly basis. But let's say they get 200 inquiries times 30. That's $6,000 for the month. I don't know. And if they get more than 200, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that is $6,000. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough for them. I don't know. Maybe the scam is worth it if you and if it's not their only scam. And if it's not their only house, now that's something to think about. That would be a pretty decent scam if that's not the only house that they doing it with. You know what I'm saying?
Really getting from that, I don't know, but he was like, no, it's a real deal. They're just not being professional. So then finally they get back to us. And they pretty much is just like, no. It's a no.
I
wouldn't even give a reason.
No reason whatsoever. No. Said no. First,
I can guess a couple of reasons, but I'm gonna keep them to myself because this is a positive place. It is 2022, and we are only focusing on the positive side of things.
First and foremost, like I said, I've been looking for houses for years. You know what I'm saying? The process of getting a house when it comes to an applicant or an application or a tenant, usually when you fill out the application, they tell you in a few days if they chose you or not.
And I know this is gonna sound bougie, and I hate for it to come across like this, but this is why, in my opinion, the best experience is to build a home. And I know everyone doesn't have the ability to build a home, but in my opinion, buying a home that's already been built, or if you're buying from previous owners, I feel like that's kind of like the worst way to buy a house. The best way to buy a house is outright from the jump, building it from the ground up, you first owner. Try to do it. I wonder if they can get into a new development or something like that. But I don't know. It might be different in California because, you know, every state, from state to state, it is different as far as like building codes and zones and regulations and what you can and cannot do. So I don't know. But I know where I'm at, building a house is better than buying a previously owned one.
Especially if there's a lot of applications coming in. You know what I'm saying? So one, it was a red flag that she wasn't responding right away. Two, the fact that she didn't give us an answer, and we're like, wow, we put everything together and we knew what it was. Like, I try not to think of stuff like this because usually when I used to think like this, it was childish. But no, this was 100% factual. The realtor, in my opinion, I think she was racist, and we know for sure, 100% sure, the owner was racist.
Yeah.
And the reason why
and that's what I didn't want to say, so I didn't say it. Ezee said it, and I'm gonna let Ezee speak on it. But that's where my assumption was leaning. I didn't want to put that out there, so I'm glad that I didn't, conjure that up. And I'm like, Ezee, I never try to go there first. But generally, when someone is denied something and there is no legitimate reason given, and sometimes even when they give a legitimate reason, you have to dig a little deeper. But more often than not, when there's no legitimate reason given, it's just like, no, it's a no, and I'm not going to explain why it's no, and I don't have to explain why it's no. It generally is attached to some kind of prejudice, whether it be prejudice against gay, prejudice against black, prejudice against whatever. It normally comes with a prejudice attachment.
I say that was because we pull up to the house, we're looking at the house or whatever. As soon as we get there, Jordan says the owner came and just to come and check the sprinklers. Why are you coming?
Check the sprinklers.
He came to check the sprinklers, bro.
Wow, there's a showing. First of all, the owners are never at the houses because we've seen other houses. It's always just the agent.
Exactly.
Sometimes the agent just gives a code to the realtor and says, "Here, you can go and show the house yourself." Yep. And that was the case now. The realtor of the house, the agent, she was not there.
Yeah, when we get there, literally, she gives him the key. She gives us the code or whatever. But the owner comes and checks the sprinklers to see if they're working. You know what I'm saying? This is what Jordan tells us. Then he leaves. As soon as we come up, Jordan's like, the owner just came. And I was like, what, really? And he was just like, yeah, like he had an F, like, and then it had a president's name on it. I'm not getting into politics right now, but y'all can just assume which president.
Oh, yeah, we know.
It said.
And the flag that was on his truck, well, he said it was so big, it was like the size of his big pickup truck.
Yeah, like, it was huge.
Hanging off the back of his pickup truck. And he said he kind of, because Jordan also is, he's a brown skinned guy. And he said that he just got a weird vibe from him even when he met, like, the owner. And it was just like, we were like, dang, as soon as we hear that, we're like, okay, we definitely can't let the owner see us because
that's sad.
Based off
that's sad it's even got to come to that. But let me tell y'all, I know, and this is real quick, I know y'all have heard about how the house appraisals be going in the United States. Basically, this one woman, she had her house appraised, and it was appraised at, let's say, I don't remember, but let's say it was appraised at like $450,000. She knew it was worth like $600,000, right? So she had it appraised by one company as herself. She had all her stuff in there, all her furniture, her portraits, her family, and everything like that. She after that appraisal, they got appraised at like $450,000, and I'm just making these prices up. I can't remember the exact prices, but let's just say that after that, the first appraisal, her house was appraised at $450,000. She was looking to refinance, right? Then she takes everything down, all her pictures down, right? And she puts up I think I think she had like one of her friends or somebody come and stand in. She had one of her friends come and put some of their pictures up, and she and her friends stood in her place when and they brought a new appraiser in. Do you know that new appraiser appraised that house for like $100,000 more than what it was than what the last appraiser did? And it's sad, but you don't want to think that people do those things, but an interracial couple did the exact same thing. They had an appraisal company come in, and it had both their pictures and everything like that in there. They appraised the house at one price. Then they went and they took all of any sign of the white, because it was a white husband and black wife, took all the signs of her out of the house, all the pictures of her out of the house, came back, and the same company appraised their house at like, it was something crazy, like almost $200,000 more than what it was appraised for, or something like that. It was, I can't remember the exact numbers, but it was appraised much, much higher than when he was there with his wife getting it appraised. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, and we all know that, bro. Like, literally, just this, huh? That's all it takes. That's it. That's all it takes. That's it.
Yeah, he's gonna judge us based off of our skin color.
And we're two girls together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Being a part of the LGBT community, and he was an older man, so like sometimes they're not as accepting and stuff when they're from a certain generation.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
we're like, okay, so we pretty much said, let's hurry up and view it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we pretty much said like, okay, let's hurry up and view it. So we didn't take our time, but we did. You know? Didn't we?
We took our time.
Okay, so yeah, we took our time.
So y'all made a whole YouTube video.
And so we view the house as you guys seen in the video, and then we're sitting there, we cut the camera off. We're sitting there like, yo, we love this house, X, Y, and Z, chopping it up in the living room. Jordan's looking out the window. He's like, yo, the owner just pulled up.
And we had just had the conversation how, dang, we definitely want to avoid seeing him now. Like, we don't want him to see us until he gets our application. I mean, until he would approve us. Like, I swear we would, you know?
Bruh. I was like, yo, like, let's go out the back. Like, let's go and sneak out.
But see, then at that point, I wouldn't have even wanted the approval. I would have rescinded my application. The only reason why is because I'm not about to, I don't want to have to deal with a racist landlord. What? Like, hell no, you can keep this house. It's not that fly. Like, oh, no. That would have automatically turned me off to the whole process.
Because he's going to judge us. Jordan, he's super cool. He's like, no, like, F that. Like, they need to see, he's the owner. He needs to see who you are. Like, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, you know? And I'm just like, nah, I literally got discriminated against already on a couple of houses. I'm not trying to do that. Let's go. So we kind of like sneak out the back. And while he's going in, we kind of come out the side, and like we hit our car. We kind of not hit our car, but we like go to our car and then like hurry up and get inside and try to like back down the giant driveway super like discreetly. And we're like, dang. We don't know if he ended up seeing us or not. I think he probably did, because we both know why. I think we all know why he was at the house. And he comes back twice within the matter of like a little bit of time. And like, I just felt like he was there to see who was there. And honestly too, like even the whole neighborhood, we ended up looking around the neighborhood. Oh my God.
The whole neighborhood had flags with the same, supporting the same president. We're not gonna go into that.
Yeah, because you can support whoever you want, but typically when you support this type of president, a lot of them that we know were racist.
Especially of like a certain like class when it comes to like your financial class and stuff.
I like, boy, they sidestepping these landmines like a mug, but everybody can read between the lines. Y'all know exactly who and what and all the things they are talking about.
Certain types of classes, you know, that discrimination can come up anyway. And
we were in a white neighborhood.
Come on, stop playing.
Okay, it was super white.
And old money. You could tell it was old money. Everyone there was older. They looked retired. And then, like, there's two young black girls, lesbians, moving into the neighborhood. Like, you could already tell. It was probably going to be an issue anyway.
Yeah, so that's how.
Now, I know this is about a house, but did Natalie just refer to herself as a lesbian? I am asking for posterity's sake. I keep telling you guys that. Did she?
And then like there's two young black girls,
lesbians
moving into the neighborhood. Like you could already tell it was probably gonna be an issue anyway.
Yeah, so that's how I was
the end of it. I'm just saying.
But it hurt because it was like, yo, this house is fire, but everything does happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Even though we felt the energy, we thought that it was gonna be our dream home. Everything looked perfect. Better. That could have probably been one of the issues.
Something better.
You know what I'm saying? Waiting. It could have been like, yo, every time we play
that things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason because from jump they were already sus about the owner, and who knows what kind of stupidity could have come from them having to deal with that person for however long their lease would be, a year or 2 years or however long. Oh my God, no. No.
Music, which wouldn't be loud because we're not partiers like that, but we go outside, it's probably gonna be issues. The neighbor's gonna be staring. I'm trying to walk my dog and thinking I'm robbing a getty. A little getty.
Yeah.
A little getty. A little get together.
Wait, what?
A getty.
Issues. The neighbor's gonna be staring. I'm trying to walk my dog and thinking I'm robbing a getty.
A
little getty.
Yeah.
A little getty. A little get together.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not a little guy.
But yeah, I try to look at it in a positive light. It was supposed to. It wasn't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Even if you feel like something is supposed to be in that moment, you think it's real. You think you're supposed to have it and it's destined.
You see yourself in the house
everywhere, every corner, every angle, in the shower, in the tub,
everything.
Mm-hmm. The boys would have loved it. Pluto and Boss would have loved that backyard. We had a private hike up a mountain trail.
We would have taken them hiking. It would have been nice, but honestly, everything happens for a reason.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
You know, of course, we're disappointed, but the search is just gonna have to continue. And honestly, I feel like our guardian angels were watching over us too, because the last thing you want to do is end up being freaking, because we were trying to be all discreet and stuff, we didn't want him to see us. Imagine if he would have approved us, and imagine if he was indeed racist and the neighborhood was racist. Now we're locked into a lease for
Thank you. That's what I said. I was like, for however long, and you got to deal with that. Look at Nikki Damas. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That was God that stepped in and looked out for them.
Year at least. And
somebody that's super racist.
Yeah, and imagine like he could really make our lives miserable. Like if he was just popping up to check on the sprinklers 2 times in 30 minutes, listen. Yeah, it would have been a nightmare living there.
He popped up at all times of night.
I don't think he was pulling up because we were black either. I think he was pulling up because the agent wasn't there, and the agent had gave us the code, or our realtor Jordan the code to open the house. Jordan is a minority, you know what I'm saying? It was just that energy, and it wasn't meant to be. This journey is going to be long. Hopefully, it's not long. I really don't want it to be long.
It's been long already. Like, it's been long already.
Not like it's been long enough.
Wanted to, you guys were saying that this is the type of content that you want to see. You want to actually see our process and stuff. So we wanted to really include you guys in on it and let you guys know whether we get houses or not that we end up showing you. So
I feel like, you know what, Ezee, Natalie, I feel like if you guys, like I said, haven't considered it, I really feel like you guys should look at building, man. Are there any new developments? Maybe you have to go a little bit outside of the city, and I know that may be inconvenient because I know traffic. Look, I lived in California. I was in Northern California, but I know how traffic can get in Southern California and just California in general. So I get the need and want to live closer to the city, especially since you guys do so much in the city. But sometimes it's worth going a little bit outside the city to get your peace of mind, get your piece of land, and you know what I'm saying, and keep your dollars in your pocket, you know?
More to come.
With that being said, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We love you guys so much. I hope you guys had a great holiday.
I did. I hope you guys had a great holiday as well. Solicit Nation, if you guys enjoyed that reaction, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to share. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you be notified every single time I upload. And if you are so inclined to do so, please also hit the thanks button. And if you've been here before, then you already know. I gotta hit y'all with the deuces.
People are crazy. People are crazy. People are crazy.